Warm greetings, and I'm happy to be sitting here with you and sitting here in this posture, which I've been sitting in for many years. And because of the regularity of taking this posture for meditation, this posture, and particularly the body that I feel when I'm sitting in this posture, is a home for me, a place of stability and calm and support that is invaluable. And one of the great benefits that I received from my Buddhist practice is, in fact, a very strong connection to my body, and using the body as a place of stability, of calm, of peace, and a wonderful place for really tuning in and being aware of what's happening to me on many different levels. And we find that in the Buddha's teachings and in much of Buddhism, whether it's explicit or implicit, a tremendous emphasis on being embodied, being present in our body. And so it might seem to some people a little bit uninteresting or very uninteresting to be grounded in the body, and the locus of our life concerns can be in our thoughts and ideas and plans and memories. And that takes us away from this embodied, present moment experience. And there's an intimacy. I think one of the reasons why I love this mindfulness of the body is it's not just the body that I'm aware of, that the body is intimately connected to the mind, and the mind with the body. And this interplay between mind and body is, I think, what leads to mindfulness is kind of like this doorway that enters into this rich world of that interconnectedness, and finding a harmony between the mind and the body is this harmonious interaction between them, and interconnection is a part of why it's so wonderful to discover this capacity for mindfulness of the body. So I've said before that maybe that's enough for now, and then I'll say more at the Dharma talk. So the breathing can be used as a support for grounding ourselves in the body, to be in our body more fully. And one of the ways of doing that is to breathe with the body, and have a sense that somehow as you're breathing, your breathing's accompanying whatever's happening in your body. So if you're able to just rest in the experience of breathing, great. But if there are other sensations in your body that are predominant, compelling, maybe because they're uncomfortable, it's possible to stay with the breathing, and but to also be aware of this other sensations of your body. And because you stay with your breathing, the breathing accompanies it, is that part of you is acknowledging and being mindful of what's happening in your body, but you're not getting stuck in it, or so easily stuck or fixated or resistant to it in the mind, because you're staying with the rhythm of breathing, and the flow of coming and going of in-breath and out-breath can be kind of like a massage, a kind of idea as it keeps the mind from freezing up, tightening up. And so as the mind stays limber and relaxed, then it's easier to be that way with what's happening in the body. So assuming a meditation posture, and perhaps some of you have been doing your meditation for a while, and so maybe there's a way of appreciating your meditation posture. Maybe there's some greater familiarity. Maybe there's a way in which the body in this posture allows you to feel a little bit more embodied, present, here now with your body. And we'll start with the usual way of breathing deep and relaxing. And then we'll do a variation of that for the meditation. And so follow along and then you'll understand the variation. So begin by taking a few long, slow, deep breaths. And maybe a little much deeper and fuller than usual so you can really stretch out into your body. Really to acknowledge, feel your body. To allow your body to become known. As you breathe in deeply, fully. In all directions, the inhale stretches, opens, expands. And then the exhale is a relaxation, a letting go, a settling. Breathing in deeply, and then a long, relaxing, easeful letting go as you exhale. As you exhale, maybe letting it go of your thoughts and concerns of the day to just be here. And then let your breathing return to normal. And on the inhale, feel some part of your body where, and I'll direct you, but feel some part of your body. And the exhale, relax that part of your body. Soften, open it. So to bring your attention on the inhale to your face. Feel what's there. And then exhaling, softening the face. And then doing the same for the shoulders. Feeling the shoulders as you breathe in. Relaxing the shoulders as you exhale. Not trying too hard. And feeling the center of your chest as you inhale, and exhale, softening that center, the heart center. And then the same for the belly. And then whatever way it makes sense for you, feel your whole body as you inhale. And relax the whole body as you exhale. We'll do the same thing again, but this time without the relaxing, just to be aware. So bring your attention to the face, and on the inhale, feel the face. And on the exhale, just feel the face, the muscles, the sensations. Breathing in and out, feeling the face. And then doing the same for the shoulders. On the inhale, feeling. On the exhale, feeling. And doing the same for the chest, center of the chest. Allowing whatever's there to be there. You're just breathing with it as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And feeling the belly as you inhale, as you exhale, accompanying the belly as you breathe. And then doing the same for the whole body. As you inhale, feeling the whole body in whatever way that's easy for you. As you exhale, feeling the whole body. And if there's some sensation in your body that's particularly compelling, either pleasant or unpleasant, do the same thing. Breathe with it. Feeling it as you inhale, feeling it as you exhale. So your breathing is accompanying your body. And if nothing particular is happening that needs attention, then stay centered in your breathing. But with the sense that your breathing is accompanying your body, breathing through your body, breathing with your body. Even if you find your mind drifting off in thought, there's an art to breathing with that. Maybe breathing with the agitation in the mind or the tension in the mind, the energy of the mind to think. Breathing with it and feeling the physicality connected to thinking. And then perhaps centering yourself on your breathing, so that breathing is accompanying breathing. Breathing is accompanying the sensations of your body that come and go as you breathe. Last minutes here, breathing with your whole body, somehow in a relaxed, open way. As you breathe in, experience your body broadly, in whatever global way that for you can feel your body. And as you exhale, a global awareness of your body. Spreading out into the arms and the legs, your back, perhaps gently, ever so gently, taking a little bit deeper breaths, fuller breaths, and continue with this global awareness of the body, breathing with the body. And then to spread the awareness wider while you're still breathing, breathing with the world. In whatever global way you can experience the world beyond yourself, whether it's local, particular people, or it could be some generalized feeling, sense of the whole world. Accompany the world with your breathing. Keeping your breathing as relaxed as it's easy to do. Maybe ever so gently, breathing a little deeper, fuller. To break through any ways in which you're holding your breath back. And with that ever so slight deeper breath, breathing with the whole world. And not tensing to the world, not resisting or getting agitated maybe. But the rhythm of breathing, keeping you at ease while you're also aware of the whole world in some global way. And then to keep breathing with the world. And now, spreading whatever goodwill that's easy for you to do so. A kind regard, generosity of spirit, of heart, out into the world. A care, respect, a reverence, or a valuing of the whole world as you breathe, as you accompany the world with your breathing. almost as if it travels on the waves of your breathing out into the world. May all beings be happy. May all beings be safe. May all beings be free. May all beings be settled and at ease in themselves. May all beings breathe easily. Breathe in comfort. And may you, with your easy breath, comforting breath, breathe with the whole world. So, we're continuing with the third step of the 16 steps of breathing that the Buddha taught. And these 16 steps are divided into what's called tetrads, groups of 4. And so there's 4 of them to this first tetrad. And we're now in the third one. And this one says that one trains oneself to experience the whole body, breathing in, and while breathing out, experiencing the whole body. And one of the ways to interpret this is to, in fact, have a global awareness of the body. And the body, the kaya, K-A-Y-A, is very important in Buddhism. And the body that we have is not quite the right language of Buddhism, but rather the body we experience. The kaya is the body we experience, and it's a little bit distinct from our physical body. In ordinary life, the two are completely connected, of course. But the body that we experience, we experience our body in dependence on how the mind operates and the selection process of the mind and the concerns of the mind and the states of mind we have, the level of concentration, the level of mindfulness we have. It's possible to have some kind of concern about one's body, and one's mind, attention keeps going to that part of the body, just focuses on that. It's a selection process. And some of that might be that maybe not that some part of the body ails us, but it might have to do with our physical appearance. That somehow our forehead is too high, our nose is too big or too small, or all kinds of things we do. And so we experience our body through the filter of our concerns about appearance. And so there's kind of a body consciousness. There's also, if we get afraid of our body, have anxiety about it, the very fear that the mind has, the projections, the fantasies about the future, the body ever so slightly shifts and changes in response to that. It tightens up. If we're full of desires and want something, our moods, our emotions, our desires, our motivations, all kind of have like tentacles, threads that reach out into our muscles, and the muscles kind of respond and react in all kinds of ways, depending on what's going on in the mind. And so we start becoming aware of this when we sit and meditate. We're working with this, the interface between the mind and the body. And so as we start settling into meditation, we start encountering the body more and more fully. But it's not, as I said, the physical body. It's this interface between the physical body and the mind. or it's how the mind influences the body, the effect the mind has on the body. So if I used to have very high shoulders when I was quite young, I had anxiety and fear, and so I held it in my shoulders, and the so that tension in the shoulders is a mind source. The fear in the mind, in the heart, impacts the body. And as I sat and meditated, I became acutely aware of these shoulders of mine. And there were times I would sit in meditation with a lot of pain in my shoulders, not because anything was wrong, but because I was encountering the chronic tension there, and it was beginning to work itself out and relax and let go. And it took a while to do that. Same thing with my belly. I held my belly in for a long time, and tight and contracted, and slowly, and that was kind of born from what was going on in my mind, my emotional life, my inner life. And as I started feeling more trust, more ease in life, that belly started to relax. Or as I started to relax the belly, that affected my mind. My mind started to relax more as well. So this interface between the two. And so what we're encountering in meditation is the mind impact on the body, and that's kind of a little bit what's being worked, and why it's so interesting and so fascinating, so deepening, to begin including the body in meditation. Because while initially it might just feel like we're just encountering the physical body and physical pain and all that, really we're also encountering this this meeting place of mind and body. And then fascinatingly, one of the ways the Buddha refers to this body of ours, another word that he uses is the word loka, L-O-K-A. And this word is a common word for, in Pali, in the Buddhist language, also used for the world. The world is loka. Kama loka is K-A-M-A-L-O-K-A, is the sensory world in which we live in. But loka also means, the Buddha referred to the word, used the word loka to refer to this phantom long body, this psychophysical body that we have. And he said that you can experience everything. He kind of said that the experience of liberation, the experience of practice, is all occurring within this loka, this physical loka here, within this body loka. And the fact that the same word is used for world and for our body also points to this interface between the world around us and our physical body, just as there's an interface between the mind and the body. And so there's a kind of interrelatedness there as well. And so if we really learn to sit in the body, it puts us in this wonderful bridge to the mind and to the world around us. And exactly what the relationship between this physical world of ours and the world around us, that's, maybe best to be discovered. But certainly the physical body picks up a lot that goes on in the world. And then we learn to be present for it in mindfulness. So you find a lot of emphasis in mindfulness of the body in Buddhism and becoming embodied. It's the body is not a physical lump of stuff. It's intimately connected to the depths of who we are and how we live our lives, and it can open to that depth as well. And it's a fantastic partner for us on the path to liberation, freedom from suffering. That the body is really a way to, the more we tune in, become attuned and tuned into our body, the more we pick up the subtlety. And subtlety doesn't mean inconsequential, but some of the deepest stuff, the subtle stuff, that is easier access through the body than only through the mind. And one way we see this emphasis, importance of the body, is here in this first tetrad, with the third exercise being breathing in, experiencing the whole body, breathing out, experiencing the whole body. And we'll see when we get to the fourth one that also includes the body. And this first tetrad, the first 4 steps, are all appear in the 3 major teachings the Buddha gave on mindfulness. There's the 4 foundations of mindfulness. There's the discourse on breathing mindfully in and out, the Anapanasati Sutta. And then there's one that's called a discourse on mindfulness directed to the body. And these contain the most complete instructions the Buddha gave on mindfulness of the body, mindfulness. And all of them begin with this first tetrad of where the third and fourth part of it has to do with the body. So this is a big plug for the value of staying with the body. And then this wonderful skill of breathing with, accompanying. And one of the skills that they have in hospice when people are dying, they sometimes teach, is when a person's dying, and maybe you can't communicate too much with them, is to breathe with them. Tune into their rhythm of breathing and breathe with them. And sometimes there's a sense that there is a kind of communion that goes on that way, and exactly the nature of that communion is open for some question. But it can be quite a profound thing to be breathing with someone, accompanying someone in their breathing. But it's also a very profound thing to accompany ourselves with our breathing. And it's very valuable to use our breathing to accompany ourselves in other ways as well. And so to breathe with our body, to breathe with the whole body, to breathe with the challenges of our body. And there's physical pain. I've done that many times, kind of stay with my breathing, but also have a careful attention to the place where there's pain in my body. And by doing so, I'm both doing the important work of mindfulness of the pain, of the discomfort. I'm not denying it or resisting it or pushing away from it. And I'm also not getting stuck or frozen around it or reactive to it as easily, because the rhythm, the massage of breathing in and breathing out keeps the mind more fluid, more relaxed. It keeps it from tightening up, getting stuck. And so this art of breathing with experience. And sometimes I have the sense, partly maybe imagination, that I'm breathing through different parts of my body. And that's kind of quite nice for me, that imagination. But sometimes just breathing with. And so you might try this, to breathe with your life, to breathe with the different things going on. As you go about activities in daily life, maybe some simple ones that are not that complicated. See what happens if you breathe with the activity. So you're really aware of your breathing as you're doing whatever the activity you do. One of the fascinating places to do this is if you're on the computer. And to really track your breathing as you're on the computer. And maybe sit and meditate for 2 minutes before you start using your computer. Tune into your breath, have a relaxed breath, and then stay with that relaxed breath. Stay attuned to your breathing as you're with your computer. And see if you can keep it accompanying the computer work with mindfulness of breathing. And probably if you do that, you'll start learning all kinds of things about yourself. All kinds of ways in which you hold your breath or speed up your breath. And you'll see this interface. You'll begin understanding how much this mindfulness of breathing and accompanying our life with breathing can inform us and teach us about life. And maybe more importantly, it can help us stay more relaxed, at ease, not caught up in things. So mindfulness of breathing. Breathing in, experiencing the whole body. Breathing out, experiencing the whole body. Great. Thank you very much.